Chitta, Chetatika, Rupa, and Nirvana are four ultimate or original truth. But all these are selfless, not something, not someone. All these are permanent truth, natural truth. So always always existing forever. If we see from the side of all these permanent truth, no one is real. Nothing is real. No living beings are real. No infinite universe are not real. So if we see our hand or our body with the magnifier of the smartphone, if we are seeing with strong magnifier, no hand, no solid one, just small appear small spot like dust. All these are like appearing and disappearing or ever-changing selfless impermanent nature. When we fly in the cloud, when the plane is flying through the cloud, we will see only the cloud as just nothing, no appearance, no color, only selfless impermanent nature. Because we are seeing the cloud from the view of the cloud. When we are together with the cloud is nothing. Because of seeing from the earth or far away from the plane, we are seeing the cloud as something like ocean, tide, mountain. In fact, all non-living beings and all living beings like human, animals, ghosts, Dewa, Yama, all these are the same ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. So, seeing the cloud from the view of the cloud is nothing. So also, if we see our body and mind and the other living beings from the side of selfless, impermanent nature, we are nothing. There is no one. There is just nothing. Practicing Vipassana is also trying to practicing Vipassana meditation is similar like seeing the cloud from the view of the cloud. If we are not practicing meditation, we are seeing our body and ourselves with our eyes. So from the view of the eyes, our eyes, we are something. We are man, we are woman, we are young, we are old, we are white, we are black. In fact, the eyes itself is just selfless, ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. The eyes cannot see the ultimate or original truth. The eye itself is the created truth. That's why our eyes can see only the created thing. Our ears can hear only the created sound. Our nose can smell only the created smell. Our tongues can know only the created taste. Our body can know only four elements, hot and cold, hard and soft, motion and stillness, cohesion and volition. But all these are just ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. The more we are seeing or understanding or knowing like this, the more we can detach from oneself. So selfless view is sure and permanent. Oneself view is not permanent. In fact, no self. Self is not real. just thinking, just believing. Nibbana is opposite with impermanent nature. If there is hot, there will be cold. If there is right, there will be wrong. If there is life, there will be death. Similar like this. If there is impermanent nature or Chitta, Chittatika and Rupa, there will be permanent nature, which is Nirvana. But only impermanent nature and permanent nature are permanent and real. No one or man or woman are not real. Nothing good or good and bad are not real. Only cause and effect of selfless impermanent nature is real. That's why no one is doing, no one is practicing, no one is right, no one is wrong, no one kill, no one die, no one is being killed. Just misunderstanding or wrong understanding as man, woman, mother, killer, dead body, the victim of killing, understanding with oneself is not fully right. Because of attachment on killing and being killed, there are endless killing and being killed. Only action and reaction, the same reaction. Only cause and effect of selfless impermanent nature. If we understand like this, we can accept whatever good or bad doing or happening. Because of knowing killer and victim of killing as real, we are angry or fearful. Because of our incomplete understanding or wrong understanding. If we see from the side of cause and effect or action and the same reaction of selfless impermanent nature, nothing is real, no one is real. Only cause and effect or action and the same reaction are real. Action is just doing only. Reaction is also just doing only. Whenever there is action, there will be reaction. Whenever there is cause, there will be effect. But all these are selfless, impermanent nature. So this right understanding can solve all the problems of the society. Because of not understanding like this, we are angry. We are surprised. There is fear in the mind. There is desire to take revenge on someone. There is desire to do something. If we understand like this, nothing to do, just need to do more and more good deeds. Not only to understand like this, not only for us, but also for the others. With this right understanding, I'm solving mainly the problems of ignorance or wrong understanding. In this way, I become more and more skillful to explain like this. I am receiving donation because of giving donation. I receive help all the time, nearly all the time, because I'm helping all the time. I can understand more and more because of sharing right understanding all the time like this. I'm able to use not only my meditation center but also the center of the other like this, because I myself is allowing everyone, every meditators, refugees and meditation teacher to use my own meditation center. Only cause and effect, action and the same reaction of selfless impermanent nature. No one is doing like this. No one is receiving this kind of opportunity. Just selfless karmic law, just cause and effect, action and reaction. If I'm not allowing my belongings and my life for the others, I will be difficult to use the belongings of the other also. I'm able to use my life for Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, for the needy people. That's why I myself is able to use all your life to do good deeds. If I'm not voluntarily or using my life for Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, I will not be able to use or to do good deeds like this in return. So citta is just knowing, selfless knowing, knowing only, ever changing, not the same knowing. Chittatika is Chittatika has three different qualities. One is formation or one is sankhara. Sankhara means formation or having wish, desire, wanting, desire to get enlightenment, desire to be rich, desire to be educated, desire to be long life. So all these are just sankhara khanda. Sankhara is also selfless, impermanent nature, not our own. You have wish, you have desire, so also everyone have desire for eating, sleeping, sexual contact. That is just selfless, impermanent nature. That is sankhara. Another one of Chittadika is Vedana, Vedanakanda. There are three kinds of Vedana: Dukkha Vedana, Sukha Vedana, and Upekkha Vedana. Dukkha is bad suffering, Sukha is good suffering, Upekkha is not good, not bad, very subtle or gentle suffering. All these Vedana are also selfless, ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. The last one is Sinyakanda. That is remembering or recognizing. If we don't know about Sanya, we are misunderstanding as I remember, I don't remember. In fact, that is just remembering only, or not remembering only, not something, not our own, just ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. Rupa is basically 4 elements: hotness, coolness, hardness, softness, motion, stillness, cohesion, volition. All these are ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. Nibbana or permanent nature is opposite. No knowing. If there is knowing, that will be impermanent. No desire. If there is desire, it will be impermanent. No suffering. If there is suffering or Vedana, it will be impermanent. No memory, no if there is memory or remembering, it will be impermanent. So no hotness, no coolness, no hardness, no softness, no moving, no stillness. No cohesion, no volition. In this way, Nibbana is permanent by itself. Only when we are able to detach from all living beings, all non-living beings, all knowing and not knowing, all physical, verbal and mental action, including present action of mindfulness and present action of ignorance. In this way, there will be detaching from impermanent nature or Chitta, Chittatika and Rupa, and there will be oneness with Nibbana, oneness with full ultimate truth, Chitta, Chittatika, Rupa and Nibbana. So no need to worry, nothing to happen, nothing to do. Fully completeness, fully escaping from suffering, fully liberation.
Cái ngày nói là Chittatika là anh biết cái đó không? Cái đó là tâm vương và tâm sở.
Trước hết thì xin tóm tắt cái phần giảng của thầy về liên quan đến buổi hôm qua. Trong đó nó có 4 cái chân lý, 4 chân đế. Chân đế bây giờ là cái là danh và sắc.
Có tâm vương, tâm sở và sắc. Là tại vì tâm sở luôn đi kèm với tâm vương á. Có hai loại là tâm vương, tâm sở chung và là sắc.
Tâm vương, tâm sở và danh sắc. Bốn cái chân đế thì được diễn giải ấy. Khi mà một chúng sinh hay là một cảnh giới vận hành theo quy luật vô thường, thì chúng sinh bình thường chẳng hạn khi chúng ta được sinh ra có thân tướng, hay chúng ta khi thấy ngay cả bằng ví dụ một bàn tay chúng ta với cái cách soi chiếu nhìn bằng kính hiển vi, chúng ta thấy cái sắc đó, thì nhìn sâu, nhìn kỹ thì hoàn toàn chúng ta đã thấy là thực là không có. Rồi nó không có một cái thực thể cố định được gọi là thân hay là cái bàn tay. Và nhìn càng sâu thì càng chỉ thấy nó là những cái điểm nhỏ hợp lại, rất nhiều những cái hợp tử hợp lại để tạo thành và nhờ có cái ánh sáng của sự nhận thức và chúng ta mới thấy được nó là ở một cái được mà có một cái dây được gọi là thân hay là bàn tay. Và cái tiến trình của nó thì luôn luôn biến đổi theo quy luật vô ngã, vô thường và vô thường. Nó có sinh có diệt, có rồi mất, sinh ra rồi chết đi. Một cái ví dụ thứ hai để chúng ta nhận biết được cái quy luật này là khi chúng ta nhìn vào một đám mây trôi ở trong một cái không gian, thì chúng ta sẽ thấy mây thì không thực sự là có một cái hình tướng cụ thể. Mặc dù chúng ta thấy bằng con mắt, với một cái góc độ nếu chúng ta ở xa thì chúng ta sẽ thấy nó có hình tướng được tạo thành ở trên bầu trời hay trong không gian, và nó có sự chuyển động, có thể có lớn hay nhỏ. Nhưng mà nếu chúng ta thực sự ở trong đám mây đó thì nó cũng không thực sự là chúng ta không thấy được đám mây, mà không có hiện hữu. Rồi đến các chúng sinh hay là phi chúng sinh thì cũng vậy. Dù có hiện hữu được sinh ra ở các cảnh giới khác nhau, ở trong các cõi dục, giới sắc giới, hay là ở các cảnh địa ngục, quỷ, ở súc sinh hay loài người, thì cũng có chung một bản tính dựa trên cái quy luật là vô ngã và vô thường. Rồi đến khi chúng ta thấy được cái thân và tâm của chúng ta hay danh và sắc được hợp thành tạo thành một cá thể, một con người, thì cũng theo cái quy luật vô ngã và vô thường. Và không phải là cái gì và cũng không phải là ai cả, không thực là cái gì, không thực là ai cả. Nó chỉ là sự phóng chiếu của tâm khi còn chưa rõ biết, và vô mình là tự tạo tác ra dựa trên danh và sắc. Thì như vậy quy chiếu lại, dù là một vật thể hay đám mây hay một chúng sinh, thì nếu mà nhìn sâu vào thì cũng không có cái gì cả, ngoài cái quy luật vận hành của nhân quả dựa trên cái sự quy luật vô ngã và vô thường. Thì nếu mà từ đám mây nó có hình tướng, có màu sắc, cho đến loài người chẳng hạn, có cái sắc tộc khác nhau, chủng tộc, có màu da, có quốc gia, rồi tín ngưỡng, tôn giáo khác nhau, thì tất cả những thứ đấy cũng chỉ là giả danh, không hoàn toàn có thực, và cũng là cái vẫn dựa trên quy luật là vô ngã và vô thường. Bởi vì tất cả những thứ này vẫn dựa trên sự tạo tác của tâm, dựa trên 6 giác quan: mắt, tai, mũi, lưỡi, thân, ý. Và những cái gì nó phóng chiếu ra, tạo tác bởi 6 giác quan đó. Thì chẳng hạn như cái thân thì cũng chỉ là một thực thể vật lý, nhưng mà nó là hợp thể của 4 sắc chất, đó là đất, nước, gió, lửa, rồi có đến có đi, có sinh có diệt, có hợp có tan. Mặc dù chúng ta có thể cảm nhận có sự cứng mềm, có sự cố định hay di động, tất cả những trạng thái của nó thay đổi thì đều theo một quy luật vô ngã và vô thường, không có một thực thể, không có chủ thể cố định hiện hữu bởi vì đó chúng ta mới chỉ là cái từ cho cái nhận thức của dựa trên cái nhận thức của tâm chưa rõ biết, hay là một cái niềm tin, một cái trí hiểu, nhận thức giới hạn. Ngược lại với tính chất của niết bàn thì niết bàn là tịch diệt hay tịch tịnh, không có tất cả những sự tạo tác, không có tốt xấu, không có sinh ra và không có chết đi, không còn tâm vương hay tâm sở, nó chỉ có một cái bản thể gọi là thường hằng. Đó chính là cái chân đế mà nhất thể. Và từ cái con kiến này thì chúng ta thấy rằng khi có một cái thân sinh ra mà bị giết thì nếu nhìn sâu vào theo cái con kiến này thì không có người giết và cũng không có người bị giết. Chỉ là cái sự hiểu chỉ hiểu sai lạc so với sự thật, mà chúng ta thấy rằng có cái thực thể, có thân thể của con người giết và con người bị giết, và cũng không có sai, không có cái đúng ở đây. Và chúng ta sẽ nhận ra và loại bỏ được toàn bộ cái bám chấp vào những cái đó không phải là cái sự thật, nó khác với cái phẩm tinh của niết bàn như vậy. Dù cái gì xảy ra trong cuộc sống hay đối với chúng ta thì vẫn là nhân và quả, có tạo tác hay không tạo tác thì nó vẫn là hai cái quy luật vận hành. Một, nếu chúng ta nhận biết thì được cái quy luật của vạn pháp là vô ngã và vô thường, và phẩm tính của niết bàn chính là sự thường hằng tịch diệt, thì chúng ta có thể dừng lại mọi phán xét, mọi cái nhận thức sai lầm và giải quyết được tất cả những cái vấn đề nó đang xảy ra ở trong xã hội hiện tại và trong đời sống của chúng ta. Và lúc đó tâm của chúng ta trở lên cũng thanh tịnh, không còn bị phiền não chi phối, sẽ không có sự có sân hận, không có sự sợ hãi, và cũng không phải chịu khổ đau. Và chúng ta cũng không khởi lên một cái tham đắm vào bất kể cái điều gì, chẳng hạn như là phải tranh đấu, phải bảo vệ, phải trả thù hay làm bất kể việc gì. Và lúc đó tâm chỉ còn giữ lại là hành động theo một cái hướng toàn thiện, làm những thiện hạnh để mang lại lợi ích cho bản thân và tha nhân. Và đó chính là cái trí hiểu đúng đắn, đó là sự giác ngộ. Nó đi ngược lại với cái với vô minh và tà kiến. Và chính thầy là cái gương giáo cho chúng ta, thầy đã đi loại bỏ hoàn toàn những cái đi ngược lại với cái hiểu sai lầm như vậy, và thầy đã đạt được một cái sự kiến thanh tịnh, và đã mang lại liên tục từ trong cuộc đời sống của ngài thì bây giờ đi hướng dẫn, giảng giải, nó là một cái sứ mệnh để mang lại lợi ích cho tất cả những người có hữu duyên như chúng ta. Và thầy nguyện dẫn thân trong suốt cuộc đời của thầy cũng chỉ dựa trên cái sự thật và mang lại cái lợi ích cho thật nhiều cho mọi người, chỉ có cho đi. Và thân thầy thì thầy làm hay không làm, thầy cũng không có bất kể cái dính mắc gì vào những cái việc này. Chính vì vậy trong cái sự hoàng pháp làm bài đặc chúng sinh của thầy đi đến đâu thì cũng có sự trợ giúp, có sự hậu thuẫn, thầy có thể sử dụng, bởi vì thầy đã làm cái điều ấy trước, cứ xả bỏ được tất cả những cái bám chấp, không có cái bản ngã gì, không có cái cá nhân trong đó, chỉ có làm lợi cho mọi người như vậy. Bởi vì thầy đã cho đi trước, và bây giờ đến đâu thì ngay cả cái địa điểm như chúng ta đang có hôm nay được học, thầy có nơi để giảng dạy, chúng ta có nơi để thực hành, thì đây cũng là một cái pháp duyên từ những cái thiện hạnh và từ những cái sự tâm mà hành vô ngã như vậy của thầy mới có được cái điều kiện như ngày hôm nay. Và để rồi sau này đi đâu cũng vậy, mọi người sẵn sàng hy sinh những cái gì họ có để cống hiến và làm lợi lạc cùng với thầy. Cái phần sau thì thầy tóm tắt thì nó có cái ba cái phẩm tính của.
Sư đi sẽ nói cái phần. Thực ra là ngài đang giảng về tứ chân đế pháp trong vi diệu pháp. Thì tứ chân đế đó bao gồm là tâm vương. Tâm vương là tâm nhận biết đối tượng. Tâm sở là quyết định tính chất của loại tâm đó. Tâm sở sẽ là quyết định là tâm đó là thiện hay bất thiện hay là trung tính. Thì nó có ba cái uẩn đi theo cái tâm sở đó. Uẩn thứ nhất là tưởng uẩn, uẩn thứ nhì là hành uẩn, và uẩn thứ ba là thọ uẩn. Thì cái thọ uẩn nó có ba loại thọ uẩn. Thọ đó là lạc thọ, khổ thọ và trung tính thọ, là xả thọ. Thì ngài nói về tam vương, tam vương, tâm sở, sắc, lục là sắc, và cái cuối cùng là niết bàn, đó là 4 cái chân đế. Thì tâm vương, tâm sở và sắc là vô thường và vô ngã. Còn niết bàn là vô ngã và thường hằng. Niết bàn là vô ngã nhưng là thường hằng. Tâm vương, tâm sở và sắc là vô ngã nhưng mà là vô thường. Khi mà hiểu được 4 cái chân đế này thì là không còn vô minh và chấp thủ nữa, vì nó chỉ là sự vận hành của các tâm vương, tâm sở, sắc. Vì hiểu 4 cái chân đế này thì không còn vô minh, không còn tham ái, thì sẽ đạt đến trạng thái niết bàn. Đó là bài trong tứ chân đế pháp trong vi diệu pháp.
Oh, we have a question.
You have a question?
Hi. If I'm not mistaken, you said earlier that nothing is real. If nothing is real, then why do you have the desire to do any good deeds at all? Chắc anh mới dịch được cái
Câu hỏi của em là nếu như thầy nói là mọi thứ không thật có, thì tại sao chúng ta vẫn có một cái mong muốn để làm lợi ích cho chúng sinh?
Nothing is real, but to be using only. if you are grasping, if you are attaching, or now you are, because of grasping the truth of nothingness of everything and everyone, you are asking that question. That grasping use is wrong. Attaching use is wrong. Now you attach on the truth of nothing is real. That attachment is wrong. You must try to be using only with detachment. Because I'm doing many good deeds, and I have desire to create big meditation center here in US also, with the knowing the truth of nothing is real. This is using only. No rejecting, no attaching, just using only. This is right. This is the way of Buddha, to be using only.
So it's still a choice that you make to do this. Right?
Because Buddha, when Buddha got enlightenment, he already know the theory of nothing is real very well, but he want all living beings to know like him. That's why he have to teach. He allow his follower to teach also. He allow the donor to create monastery or shelter to practice meditation. This is right to do. Doing only with attachment from every self is right to do.
Okay, so but would it be fair to say that the Buddha could have wanted something else other than that?
Yes. He went to be silent. That's why one time he told his follower to go away. He went to drink, so he told Ananda to find the water for him. That is to be using only, not dealing with attachment, not drinking water with attachment, not staying silent with attachment, just using only.
Well, so I guess my point of the question is that once, let's say, the Buddha achieved enlightenment, he would have no attachment to good deeds, but he still does it, right? But with the same logic, he could have done bad deeds as well, and with no attachment. I just don't see the connection between having no attachment at all. Why having no attachment at all has to lead to good deeds but not bad ones. I just don't see why it does only go one way but not the other, because you have no attachment to neither of them. So what makes the Buddha go one way but not the other? that you want to go the good way, but with somebody else at your level would do something else. So what's stopping that? Because there's no attachment either way.
Buddha is complete to not to do all kinds of bad things. That's why, although he is free to do everything, good or bad, he will never do what is bad. But for his follower, like Ananda and Sariputta, they may do what should not do because their practice, their parami of doing good deeds was not complete as Buddha. That's why they already, even if they get enlightenment, they may not understand for something how to do, what to do. There may be no understanding about solving some of the problems of the society or monk. But for Buddha, no ignorance or delusion, like no ignorance or no understanding like this. So for us, we may not know something, but we are not attaching on not knowing. That's why we have no problem for that not knowing. We may do what is wrong. We may explain by choosing wrong what, but this is to be doing only with detachment. That's why we are able to make mistake. But for Buddha, no more mistake like this.
Thank you.
Sandro, can I ask about if I explain like this?
I would like to check with you the idea also how to explain why Buddha doesn't lead people the wrong way, the bad way. If we assume that for Buddha everything is just the same, because everything is nothing, then for sure he can go the good way and the bad way, because just doing only. So, but as I understand, especially Buddha and also the enlightened being doesn't do intentionally, doesn't create an action, but just follows the cause and effect, follows the natural happening. So, and the mind of the enlightened being is free from defilements, is only wholesome states. So naturally, there won't be unwholesome state which arises so that the enlightened being, and especially Buddha, could follow this way. So no bad ideas arise. So no bad action to follow, and impossible to lead others in the bad way. Is it right to view like this?
Every physical, verbal, and mental action of Buddha is 100% right. But for his follower, there may be wrong physical and verbal action. There will be wrong thinking, but no evil mind, for sure. If they are enlightened as Arahata, no bad intention, no worry, no fear, no ignorance, but not fully understanding about living beings and non-living beings like Buddha. That's why concerned with teaching to the audience, there may be some of the wrong choosing method to meditate or wrong choosing works because of not much skillful like Buddha, not complete like Buddha.
So if any bad consequence, it is unintentional, rather mistaken.
What do you mean?
As he was asking why Buddha wouldn't lead the bad way. So about Buddha, no question, because he is complete and his mind is only wholesome. No unwholesomeness and no not knowing, no lack of clarity. For Buddha, there is only clarity, only the understanding. So he cannot make a mistake. But an arahant also has wholesome mind, doesn't have unwholesome states of mind, but can still bring to a bad consequence without intention, only by mistake, by lack of clarity.
Lack of right understanding, lack of not complete right understanding, not complete practice.
Not complete experience, because hasn't practiced as much as Buddha.
Yes.
Yes, maybe this.
The duration of fulfilling parami
Yes.
are different between Buddha and his follower. That's why Buddha is complete and longer than his follower. So Buddha can know whatever should know. Buddha already do good deeds, whatever should do. But for his follower, not complete like him.
Can we assume that an arahant, even if because of lack of completeness makes a mistake that creates some bad consequence, according to Dhamma, anyway, this will not create really bad situation. This will not create one mistake to another and bad action becoming worse. This will be just one single, maybe, bad consequence.
The right hand of Buddha, Sariputta, when he touched to one of disciple who was the son of a goldsmith. He taught him to practice Asubha Bhavana, like that. So not matching, no matching with his
necessity.
with his mind. So not much developing in his practice. At the time, Buddha changed the method of mindfulness. So the problems already solved. So that this kind of mistake can happen in the side of Arahata. But Buddhist literature still remain, Dhamma still remain in this modern world. That's why we are fortunate enough to learn from Buddhist literature, to know about Buddha, although Buddha already passed away. If there is no Buddhist literature, we are difficult to know what is true story about Buddha. Because of Buddhist literature, in this modern society, we are easy to learn about Buddha, not to misunderstand.
Sadhu, but Buddhist literature doesn't teach us to know the minds and the type of teaching that each individual mind needs.
There are a lot of teaching in Buddhist literature. So if you can find, you can see many teaching. But you need time.
Because when you teach, you say that this is the method one for all.
I mean, to the meditator who are practicing meditation, that is, I teach only meditation. That's why this is one for all to practice meditation, like that, not for all kinds of goodies. The problems of the meditator is difficult to choose the teacher, to choose the teaching, to choose the place or meditation center. That's why I'm also choosing for the meditators by creating new meditation center in different location, different country. Because I'm skillful to choose the suitable time, place, person, situation, but not complete as Buddha.
his question is, so according to your explanation, teaching, according to your teaching, that is nothing is real. No one is real. And if someone has no attachment, no more attachment, if Buddha has no more attachment, why he want to do good deeds to his follower?
He's no teaching or doing good deeds for him, that is sure. He taught, he was teaching, but for some of the follower, not enough. Only with theory. That's why he himself need to teach physically, like taking care of the patient who was helpless. No monks are taking care of him. At that time, he need to clean the patient, the sick monk by himself. That is also, in fact, this is not for him, but he teach you should take care of the patient like this. This is very clear teaching physically, but not for him. He don't need to do like this for sure. He can ask someone, you do it, but not much clear teaching. If he asks someone to do, only by doing like this, that is teaching by language may be misunderstood, but teaching physically is clear to understand.
He's asking why. What does it teach that you help others? What is the teaching behind it? I understand merits that can help you be on the path. Coming out of limbs, detaching from self. Maybe. He's asking why. What does it teach? Helping others. What for?
For his follower to copy like this, he's not doing for him for sure. So only when you are complete in practice, you will understand. You don't need to practice for yourself. Whatever you do, you will do for the other, to do like you, to follow doing.
ပြီးတော့မြန်မာလိုလည်းရေးပြပါဆရာတော်အဖြေကတော့ပြီးတော့နားတယ်ဆရာတော်ဆိုလိုတဲ့သဘောကဘုရားကစံပါပေါ့စိတ်စံတာသူ့အတွက်ဆိုရင်တော့စံတာတွေဖြစ်เสียမလို့တော့သူ့အတွက်သူဆိုရင်ဒါပေမဲ့သူ့လောက်မပြည့်စုံနေတဲ့သူ့ရဲ့တပည့်တွေယဟန္တာတွေဖြစ်နေပါစေတော့ပေါ့နော်သူ့လောက်မပြည့်စုံသေးတဲ့အတွက်ဒီတရားတွေကျင့်ကြံအားထုတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့တချို့လုံးရက်တွေလုံးဆောင်ချက်တွေကသူ့အတွက်သူလုံးတာမဟုတ်ပဲနဲ့သူ့တပည့်တွေကိုသင်ပေးတဲ့အနေနဲ့လက်တွေ့ကိုယ်တိုင်လုပ်ကြတယ်ဆရာတော်ရှင်းပြတာပြီးတော့အဲ့လိုနားလိုက်ပါ
ဟုတ်တယ်
ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီဟိုရဲ့ညီလေးရဲ့မရှင်းလင်းတဲ့အချက်ကပေါ့နော်ဆရာတော်ရှင်းတာကိုလည်းသူနားလဲတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သူမရှင်းလင်းသူ confuse ဖြစ်နေတာလားဒီတပည့်တွေကိုဒီလိုဖြစ်စေခြင်းနေတယ်ဆိုတော့စံထားကိုစိတ်ဖြစ်ဒီဟွာကသင်ပေးခြင်းနေတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကဘုရားမှာစံထားရှိနေတော့မှဖြစ်နေတာမဟုတ်ဘူးလား
He
He wished his follower to do good deeds like this because they are not, they need encouragement of the leader. In the sight of his follower, they need the ability to do like this. They need command or desire of his teacher, because they only by themselves they are really difficult to do. So they need teacher to ask them, to lead them. That's why.
It's just compassion. If there's no self, there's automatic compassion. It's just knowledge. That's the natural law. He's not designed by the master. Okay, you can try. No. We are satisfying zero answer, but you are not satisfying. That's why you should try and find yourself. That's my
I understand, and Sayadaw is not answering what you are asking, because it seems for Sayadaw doing good deeds is so basic and default, that he doesn't question why we should do good deeds. This is your question: why we should do good deeds in the end of the day? In the end of the day, so no Buddha. Yeah. So I gave options that doing good deeds, like according to what I understand from Sayadaw teaching, from the time when we don't ask him directly like this, sometimes directly he may not answer. But due to the course of learning from him, we see that doing good deeds helps us to free from self. Because you use your life, your mind and your body, not only for yourself and your needs, but for others. So you detach from self, and then you reduce dukkha. Because when you do everything for yourself, you also have expectations that everything should be good for you, and when something goes wrong, you suffer. So doing good deeds helps you to detach from self, and detachment from self brings you on the way to Nibbana also. Because you need to be free from identification with any arising, with any process, with five aggregates.
That also only answer one way. I'm asking if you're already detached from all that.
His Sayadaw answers to you to teach others. He attained, he doesn't need anything. He has compassion.
But doing something.
Yes. Out of compassion, strong compassion.
I did.
Yes,
Nothing
in a different word.
If nothing matters, why
So,
do good deeds?
compassion.
Does anything matter?
I feel I didn't hear your question, but I feel I do know what you are trying to ask, and it's something that I was thinking about today myself. Something that collected in my head after the alms rounds, and
Compassion is the answer.
Isn't that like attachment? Because doing
Compassion
anything at all.
is not an attachment. Compassion is another quality of the mind, universal quality that arises with every mind. Because mind can arise with different cetasikas, like
So you have to make exception for compassion if you say nothing is real. But okay, except let's try.
No, not like this. Else compassion is not real. One arising, disappearing, arising, disappearing. You need to understand
Yes,
first.
but if compassion arises and is real better, then why follow it? Why don't you sit there and watch it? Why do anything at all?
Because the Arahant doesn't choose to do or not to do. He just doesn't do intentionally. Only no Arahant, no someone, no somebody who decides to do or not to do. Just impermanent nature happening. Just change only. Within this change, there are different qualities. In unenlightened people, there is quality of ignorance and quality of not understanding, etc. In the enlightened beings, there is only wholesome qualities arising, and among those qualities, there is also the quality of compassion, because they have lived the life, they have suffered the life, they know the difficulty of the life, and then they have this compassion towards the others, but they are liberated from doing any continues to arise. And there is no one to choose to follow this compassion or not to follow. Only compassion by itself, arising, disappearing, with other qualities of the mind.
You can say that for all action, not just compassion. You can say it for bad action as well.
Bad is not arising because Arahant is liberated from any defilements, from any unwholesome states of mind. So this is not arising anymore.
But as you say, you're not saying nothing is real. You're saying that certain things that are real.
Nibbana. Nothing is real.
And then we go in
This-
circle here.
And the
This is grasping, as Sayadaw said. As Sayadaw said, taking the idea that nothing is real as absolute idea is wrong. We should bear this in mind, but not attach to this idea, because then we go to nihilism. That there is nothing, nothing is real, nothing to do. Just
Nihilism.
lie down, nihilism. Just
Yeah,
lie down and
nihilism.
die.
No,
So-
hold on. Even with nihilism, if you choose to lie down, nihilism isn't even real because you still do something. There's still something to do.
This is why I tell you, we should not grasp. Grasp means you take it and only this, and then it becomes your God. So not like this, just to understand for using, just to keep in mind that nothing is real. Why keep it in mind that nothing is real? In order to detach, in order not to get lost in the problems of something which is real. So to keep in mind that actually it's not real, it's passing, it's impermanent, like this. It's no self, it's just no anchor. This is just a part of the whole process of many changes. So we keep this idea and we kind of refer to this idea, but we don't stick to this idea. We still continue living what we know, what we have, body and mind, but we use only, meaning we don't use it fully, relying on it, because we remember that it is not real. So both, we use both. We use knowing that nothing is real, and we use whatever we have as body and mind to continue functioning, because we are born due to ignorance, and before we are enlightened, we need to continue living whatever ignorance creates. And ignorance creates someone by using body and mind. But as we are learning intellectually from teachers, the Dhamma that tells us that nothing is real, we use this knowledge intellectually, continuing living our ignorant life, replacing the ignorance by intellectual knowledge in order to start having our own experience of this intellectual knowledge as real knowing. When we have this real knowing, we can see that nothing is real, is something that is true, but not yet applicable for everything, because still there is a karma that produces the body and the mind. So we have to use both. That understanding that nothing is real, but not to grasp, not to attach, not to make it as the God. Oh, this is like this. Just referring only. And stop being the God by ourselves.
Are
That
you
might
saying, just to make sure, are you saying the Buddha is attached to compassion?
Am I saying that Buddha
Is attached to compassion?
attached to compassion? No. Buddha is free from any attachment. No
Right.
Buddha.
But
Why does he do good?
his question is why Buddha
Yes.
want to
Make people
make
be.
his
He's still
disciple
one,
to be
right?
put.
He's still, there's a one in him. No?
This is not one. This is not the
How do
chandas
you know
that.
it's not one?
So in the mind there are many chittasikas, many
When the flower
qualities.
blooms, do you think it wants to bloom?
Actually, the
Something
universe
like
wants to do
this.
this.
It just blooms. Just like compassion. it just
Naturally,
blooms.
just by phenomena changing.
Yeah,
it
but I can
goes.
say the same thing when I cut the flower. Do I want to cut the flower?
The defilements in you want to cut the flower,
What if
and
the
the
flower-
ignorance.
Try to figure out what if the flower is actually defilement? And what if I am defilement? How do you make that distinction?
But Buddha also realizes in a world for everyone to get at Buddha also realizes for everyone to be able to get liberation, to escape the wheel of samsara, that you have to have a world that's filled with love and compassion, because all this dukkha, all this papancha, all this anicca,
Do you have enough light
to
for
have a
filming, or
world
shall I
with love and
switch on the
compassion,
light?
because you have to have that as a
Light,
foundation
light
of
is enough.
development for your practice, and a world where that's burning to the ground. This creates so much more suffering, which keeps you in samsara, keeps you in dukkha, keeps you in anicca, keeps you in papancha. So Buddha is realized, he's ultimate, he's absolute. So because Buddha is absolute, he knows that for everyone to get liberation, it has to be love and kindness and compassion, because a world of suffering cannot survive a path to liberation. It's like not in the cards,
The thing is, actually, according to scripture, as I know, he came to this realm to be enlightened, because this realm has both.
Yeah, it's a part of it. It's a part of it. Sure, it's a part
So
of it.
if it's the case, what you saying that there's no suffering anymore, then you cannot be Buddha. So
Wait, if he can.
according to scripture, right, he was formed Tushista realm, and he has to come to earth for enlightenment, because only earth is like in between suffering and not suffering. So according to that,
Intellectual about it, you can just close your eyes
we
and feel.
are all here because we don't understand. If we can all close their eyes and we understand it, then why are we here? Wouldn't we just be Buddha?
I mean,
We can say all that for time.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Everyone is dead. Everyone is dodging the question. You don't tell us that you don't know. I don't know, and I don't know.
I mean, instead of getting over intellectual about it, you can actually just use your innate. You can actually just use your innate.
If something is unexplainable, you can just say that.
But say I don't did. But it's just but it's I think it might be not the answer that is pleasing you or that you accept. But Seattle did answer.
so we should clarify.
She even said that we didn't ask.
Yes, sorry.
You say that he didn't answer my question. He didn't understand what I'm asking,
Sayadaw
right?
didn't answer,
Didn't
specifically, because for Sayadaw it is clear that we should do good deeds. It is clear, and sometimes I already also experienced that something is so basic for him that he answers why to do and how to do, but not what for
No,
to do.
that's fine.
And also it's karma. It's also karma. Karma means action, and you can never not be doing it. You can never not be doing karma. Karma is action, you can never not be doing it. But Buddha knows that whatever you put out, the universe rearranges it very intelligently and it brings it back to you. So the action, the karma, has to be right action. So Buddha is only concerned with right action. Wrong action is no concern.
It's impossible.
It's not possible.
No
Because
more
we have an
karma.
innate, we have an innate.
But out of compassion, he teaches others to do good deeds out of his own compassion. And why they should do good deeds? Because know someone separate. This is the answer. Know someone separate. When we do for others, we do without me, I, mine. We do for all. This is the teaching from Buddha, that there is no someone separate.
Okay, we agree that without, let's say,
Without
evil.
attachment.
No, without evil, you have no conception of compassion, yes?
No. This is not duality. This is not duality. This is.
We're not here. We are using language here.
Yes. So it is not like this. There is.
If you can tell me that, okay, the answer cannot be explained in language, I can accept that. Or you say you don't know, I accept that.
This answer is quite explained in language. but you should also understand the truth.
It's also explaining.
If you don't understand the truth, then you may be difficult to understand. First of all, you should understand the truth.
Which would
The
you
truth
prefer?
of not someone, not know something. About only three characteristics of anicca, dukkha, anatta. If you understand the three characteristics, and that they mean just everything is just arising, disappearing. No something,
Okay.
just
Do
only.
you count compassion as something that's appearing and
Yes, yes.
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 Okay.
Like anything
This
else.
realm, in the grand scheme of 31
If it's only arising and experience,
Mhm.
why follow through?
this is a
You can just sit there.
No one is following. It is happening.
depends on
It is happening. The action is
And
happening.
you can, I can say the same thing with anything else.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, with everything else.
It's just
same,
happening.
Exactly. Yes.
Right?
Yes, right.
Then why doesn't the bad deeds keep happening?
Because keep happening apart from Buddha. Within Buddha, nothing bad is happening. Buddha has no more evil roots, so nothing bad can happen. Because he is free from any evil. But still bad happens in the world, you mean? Because ignorance exists. Ignorance continues to be. Why? I answered the different. You asked now the different question.
I like,
answered the
I like
different.
saying ignorance now. Ignorance. The act of
I have the
ignorance.
same question still.
That's the way I like
So
to say it.
again, the same question.
Ignorance.
If there's no attachment,
Yes.
why do anything? Why does anything happen?
Yes. Look now. If there is no attachment, I can still move this question.
No,
Do we
no,
normally-
I'm saying there is attachment because you moved it.
So this is why we need to understand now what is attachment.
But this realm, this earth realm is
We need to
also,
understand
this
what
earth
is
realm is
attachment.
also a spiritual realm. There's 31 realms. Earth realm
Yes,
is
we
not
understand
physical realm, it's
attachment
also
differently.
spiritual
You
realm.
see, I
This
showed
is
you
a
example.
spiritual place.
Yeah, so we should help him.
Okay.
He has a problem, something.
I'm trying to
No,
understand.
but I
No
think she, I
problem,
think she
that is
did
the
understand.
question.
I think she
No
did.
mental
I think
problem.
she did. I think
Mental
Seale did answer it.
We all have
Maybe
this mental problem. Just ignorance. We all have this problem.
Okay, I'll take that.
Look, if
That's fine.
I can do with attachment.
Is that not attachment? Hold on. Did I have here attachment?
We can
Come on, dude.
we can
Attachment, I heard it.
we can try to understand. If I grab it and I consider it as mine and I take it as something and I attach to the feeling and to the knowing cushion and importance of
I know
moving,
you're trying
then
to
this
help
is,
me, right?
Yes, this is doing with attachment.
Yes.
Doing with detachment, so doing without attachment, yeah, is doing only. Just
Why you trying to
rather the movement than me moving.
Do you
rather,
have an attachment to helping me?
Yes, now I do have.
There we go.
You know,
There we go. Apply,
But
replace you
Because
to the
I'm
Buddha.
unenlightened and I'm not Buddha.
Then
at
why
all.
you speak for him then? Why you speak
Because
for the Buddha?
because I have some understanding which helps me, and we are here
You
sharing
assume
the
so.
understanding.
Yes, you assume you understand the Buddha. Okay, I'll take that. You
But
may
because
do.
I practice this, and it shows me how my greed, anger, and delusion diminish, and how more patience and more like compassion also to others appear, and how less problems appear, and how more I can detach from the situation, not grasp it as mine, as problem, and look and know that it is impermanent and it passes away. Many changes happen since I practice what I understand as Buddha teaching, and I see the signs of change. They're approved also by the Buddha teaching.
I'm
This
glad
is
to hear
why
it, but that's very subjective. And that has
this
no.
is,
hey,
how can we say subjective?
let me speak.
This is your point of view.
So Buddha has three from desire, right?
Yes.
Why Buddha, which one is decided to do Buddhism?
Yes.
That is
Yes,
his similar question.
yes.
When I'm trying to act to say, now we are trying to have to have him.
Yes,
That's no.
not successful.
Yeah.
And we gave as much as we could.
Maybe we
That's-
more than that.
That's why we also have our grasping to help.
Yes, as he asked, are you doing now helping with attachment? I looked back and I see, yes, I do it with attachment. But now I can practice also detachment from understanding and not understanding. For me, not so important that if I say you must understand, I just try.
But also,
But if you don't understand, it's also okay because I understand why you don't understand.
You know, according to scripture, the Buddha did not accept any teaching at all.
you're
He
off.
have to do it himself, right?
Yes, this is why I say I'm.
That's why I'm going to teachers here and I don't see any.
Yes, this is why you asked me.
I'm
How
going to
do
Buddha's
I
path.
know? How do I know that I know the words of Buddha? I say because I'm practicing and I'm seeing the path where I was, where I am now, and I see the path where to go, where to continue. I see the ignorance in me and I see the wisdom. I see the path. I see my mistakes and I see where I need to work.
That's good for you.
Also, maybe
No, this is
you're-
answering your question why I think that my understanding about Buddha teaching is something that I should share.
But also your aha moment doesn't have to come right away. Maybe tomorrow you wake up and you're like, you know what, aha. Maybe it could come later. The aha moment, it doesn't have to come right away. It can.
The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit.
Yes. The day you plant the seed
Conditions
is
should be right conditions for this seed to ripen. Yes, to grow and ripen. We shouldn't attach either us or you yourself to understanding. We should know now, not understanding only, also impermanent. Not understanding, not satisfaction.
You need to find the truth. Right now you don't find the truth. Right now you know.
There
I
is the
think
truth now
you need to
also.
find the
It's
truth.
gone
That's all we can say.
from like a objective philosophical question into ad hominem perspective. It's not fun.
But we
How come
discovered.
it's be about me? It's about the question. Hold on.
Yeah.
The question is
It's
valid
not
on its
about
own.
you at all.
No. The question is valid on its own.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk about me at all. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
We just
Can someone answer?
now we just talk about me.
Can someone answer the question, please? Why?
You cannot stop. Yeah. Then you should.
What I understand is my aim of teaching nothing is real is intend to detach from everything is real. Everyone is real. That is to solving only that problem, but not to use in other not to use in other bubbles. Now you are using in thinking in other way. That is misusing with this teaching.
Okay. So you mean it in a specific
Yes,
sense, like,
yes, yes.
It's not like an overall.
Yes, yeah.
How can
Keep
you
it
just say
aside and refer only and say
why
to
why
keep
did you
it
say that in the
aside.
beginning?
In the beginning there was different question. There was a different question in the beginning. And I told you, keep it aside, misunderstanding. Don't
You are not much practical yet. That's why you are. If you are really practical, you will understand theory. That theory where to use. Another theory in which situation to use. If you understand like this, you will not ask this question.
But I still
Yes.
see the gap though, because if you remove yourself from the duality of good and bad, right? If good and bad has no concern at all, but yet you still do good deeds. I mean, it's still doesn't sit right with me, like logically speaking.
This is the tradition of Buddha and his follower. Well-known meditation master as Arahatat. They wish us to listen his teaching, to practice meditation, to help people. That's why we are also we obey him. We learn his teaching. That's why we copy not only his understanding but also his way, his action of good deeds. This is the same with Buddha. That's why we understand how to use different teaching in different situation.
Okay, I accept that. Not good, Sarah. Tu made it,
accepting that
Shin.
that's his own faith here.
ဆရာတော်ကကောင်းတာတွေကလည်းဘာမှမဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုးတာတွေကလည်းဘာမှမဟုတ်ဘူးဆရာတော်ကအကျွေးလုံးဝလက်ခံသွားတယ်အဲဆိုဘာဘူးလို့ကောင်းတာတွေဆက်လုပ်နေလေရတယ်တပည့်တော်ကတော့နားလဲကြားတယ်အဲ့တော့ကိုယ့်အတွက်ကိုဆိုရင်တော့ဘာမှလုံးဆရာမလို့တော့ဆရာတော်မြင်ပြောရှိတယ်ဟုတ်သူတို့ပြောတဲ့ compassionate ဆိုတာအဲ့ဒါ
I have detached.
ကိုယ်အားကိုးကြတဲ့ယုံကြည်ကြတဲ့သူကိုလိုလိုက်လုံးနိုင်မှုကောင်းမှုတို့ဆိုရင်အားတွေအဲ့ဒီနေရာမှာသုံးဖို့လောက်ရ
I still desire.
လှုပ်လိုက်မှဆွဲသွားတယ်လीဩဆရာတော်တော်မှဒါလူမမာတွေကိုတရားဟောပေးတယ်ဆရာတော်မှဒုက္ခတွေကူညီတယ်ဆိုတော့အဲ့ကြမှာသူတို့လိုက်လုံပါလေကိုယ်ယုံကြည်တဲ့လူကြတော့အဲ့လိုလိုက်လုံပါလေမှန်တယ်တော့ကိုကကူညီဖို့လိုနေလို့တော့မဟုတ်အဲ့လိုပါနော်လူမမာတွေတရားမဟောလေရတာပဲဆရာတော်အနေနဲ့
There is neither.
တော့ဆရာတော်ရဲ့ဥပမာဘုရားကသူ့အတွက်သူဆိုရင်တော့သူ့တပည့်ဇူမန်ဂယုမဆိုင်ချင်တယ်လို့ဂယုဆိုင်ကြတယ်လို့တော့နော်
ဟုတ်တယ်
ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီလိုလောက်ရက်တွေဟာကောင်းတယ်ဆိုတော့လက်သေးတာကိုကိုယ်တိုင်လောက်ကြတယ်
ဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါမှတခါတည်းဟိုလုတ်ပြလိုက်တာကြတော့စိတ်ထဲမှာဆွဲသွားတယ်လေပြောတဲ့စကားမှာမေ့ပါအောင်ပါဖះကလူမမောင်ပြုစုလားမပြုစုလားဆိုတာရှင်းနေတာပဲနော်ဟိုမြင်လိုက်တဲ့လူတွေအများကြီးရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့ဟိုညင်းစရာမရှိတော့ဘူးဒီစကားပြောမပြောဆိုတာစကားပျောက်သွားပြီလေမြင်ရတာကိုကိုဆွဲတာပါ
အဲ့တော့ပြီးတော့မသိစိတ်ကိုပါသင်ပေးလိုက်ရအောင်
ဟုတ်တယ်
Also positive.
you I got the answer
Okay.
so Buddha free from desire okay but your question is why he want to how he want his desire to be good is it also a desire right
If he doesn't have desire.
so this desire is not for him
That's still desire.
This said already.
right?
It's still desire. It doesn't matter for who. I can desire for my son or my mom. It's still desire.
There is different type of in the mind. There is chanda desire, and there is like without volition
So,
desire. Without
if
volition, just
if you think okay Buddha is free from all kinds of desire that means that do not mean he do not do any more good or bad
Yeah.
if you believe like that we no need Buddha anymore why we need Buddha why we need a master that means in the nature of the mind we hang out the good ones good things instead of bad things now you are trying to live to become a better life or beneficial life for yourself and for the other people
Which is the desire.
is this correct
Which is the desire.
yeah it is not it is our normal design but for the Buddha he has no more desire for himself you know he already free from all kind of suffering that's why he just trying to his desire to be free from all kinds of suffering
If not for him, somebody had desire for others.
that desire if you believe that also has a desire in Buddha that needs for all society you know
Means that he just have a desire for others. So he detach in that life. So it's perfect.
so you think Buddha has free from all kinds of desire so he should not have a desire for his desire to do good deeds that is your that is your
That makes sense, right? Yeah. Yeah. So that's like a it's still one, but desire.
that means you grasp Buddha should not make Buddha should not make any design. That is not correct thing.
Well, does he have desire or not? Does he have a desire for others to be enlightened too?
Not a desire. It's a wish.
It's a wish.
Wish for his desire to free from suffering. Like him.
He has a wish but not a desire.
Yeah. Desire means something wanting mind with attachment.
So it's just like a wish.
Wish no with expectation and without expectation is very different. With expectation, without expectation. Yeah.
So he has a wish without expectation. Did you hear this? Say that again. The Buddha has what?
The Buddha wants
He might be mistaken sometimes.
32 great marks.
Buddha which his desire to free from suffering,
Yes.
like him.
Yes.
It is not attachment.
Yes.
It is not a desire.
Yes.
With a wish.
But in my understanding, desire include an attachment.
Yes.
So a wish is not a desire.
Yes. There is different
A wish,
mind for this.
a wish is a wanting mind without attachment.
Okay, there's a special desire which no
This is
attachment.
how
Yeah, it is.
aspiration. This is like aspiration.
We're talking about desire, not to desire.
So he's translating that the Buddha
This makes
has
sense.
a wish for his disciple to be
Yes.
enlightened too.
Yes.
And a wish,
Compassion. This wish is compassion.
And you can use
I
any
cannot-
meaning.
Yeah.
the wish is not a desire.
Yes.
A wish has no expectation. A desire has expectation. That's what he's saying.
You
So
know,
it comes down to semantic here. Because
this is not semantic. You need to know. You need to know the mind. You need to know the mind. Mind.
Tell me what to do.
Every moment arises
tell me
mind
what to do, I'll say you shit, I don't tell you what
with
to do.
different qualities, and
I just said this
the
one.
quality
I'm
of
satisfied with Usaido.
the quality of
So long as
Chetana.
no his disciple.
Chetana is wanting, is desire. Chetana brings us samkara to new life. If there is no Chetana, no
Are you
samkara,
speaking
no
from
new life.
experience? Yeah.
From knowing. From experience,
Do you know
little
this?
bit touching, yes,
Do you
touching.
know this?
I see sankara arising, yes, this I know.
How about the past life thing? How about the
Past
next
life,
life?
I don't see
Can we
past
just
life.
When
Only
we
present
stick,
moment.
when we stick to our experience.
Yes, present moment. So I'm explaining to you. So in Sankara, there is this quality of Chetana, which is responsible for volition, which is with attachment. So if you have Chetana, which arises within Sankara, then you will be born again. If there is no
When you
Chetana,
say we're born again, that's not about experience. You just said that you have no experience with past life, future.
That's listen from here.
Yeah, why you tell that? Tell me.
We should listen.
if there is something to say, we
not
can
only
listen.
him. ဟောဆရာတော်ဘုရားကဒီမြတ်စွာဘုရားကဒီဖြစ်ချင်တယ်မဖြစ်ချင်ဘူးဆိုတဲ့စံဓာတ်တွေအားလုံးကင်းစင်သွားတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီအထုံပါရမီဒီဝါဒနာဇယိုက်တောင်ညူတမုံတော့မကြအောင်ဆိုဆွတ်နိုင်သွားတယ်ဒါဆိုရင်ဘာကြောင့်ဒီသူ့ကိုယုံကြည်ကြတယ်ပေါ့သူ့ကိုစီးကပ်ကြတယ်သူ့နောက်သူ့လမ်းသူလျှောက်တဲ့လမ်းနောက်ကိုလိုက်လျှောက်ကြတယ်ဒီတပည့်တပန်းတွေပေါ့ဘာကြောင့်ဒီကောင်းမှုကိုဆက်လုံးစီခြင်းနေသေးရတယ်အဲ့ဒီဆက်လုံးစီခြင်းနေတာဟိုကဒီမှာစန္ဒရှိနေလို့ရှိနေသေးလို့မဟုတ်ဘူးလားဆိုသူမေးတဲ့နေအဲ့ဒီအဲ့ဆရာတော်အားလုံးအခြားတပည့်တွေပေါ့နားလဲတော့အင်္ဂလိပ်လိုဆရာတော်ရှင်းပြလို့ပေါ့
No way out.
Yeah, I exactly. Buddha. Buddha people all kind of man. That you want from the you want Sarah explanation. Or do you, I think you want
You asked me that you want to hear Sarah's experience or not?
yeah, because Sarah, I believe Sarah has higher understanding all of us than all of us.
His disciples as a disciple. Disciple of him as a disciple.
Sorry? Mr. Cyber. That also Sarah also understands.
Sometimes it is.
Buddha is able to do, not to do all the bad deeds. Besides, Buddha is able to do all the good deeds. Buddha is able to purify not only personal mind, but also community, but also his community mind. That's why whatever he do is not concerned with whatever he do or not do are not concerned with his desire, just doing and not doing only. He is from the side of wisdom, not emotion. No more desire to do or not to do. He is free from all desire. Besides, he is able to do what should do. He is able not to do what should not do. That's why when he encourage his follower to practice meditation, that is without desire, just doing what should do. That is really powerful. If we have mother want her children to be educated, to be healthy, but that is not much powerful because of desire only for her children, not for all the children. Concerned with Buddha, he wished everyone, not only his follower, to be healthy, to be long lives, to get enlightenment. That is not desire. That is he represents to everyone. That's why he already practiced not to do all the bad deeds on behalf of all living beings. He already practiced all the good deeds on behalf of all living beings. He already purifying the mind on behalf of all living beings. That's why he represents his doing and not doing, his teaching and not teaching, his life and death are concerned with all living beings. That's why really powerful. Whatever Buddha do or not do are really powerful to follow by the living beings. He is the standard. His action, his speech, his mental quality are standard for all living beings, including religious leaders. So no desire at all, just doing only what should do.
For all kinds of living beings.
Yes, yes. Before he enlightened as Buddha, there may be desire for sure, because he could not detach. He could not. His desire are not fulfilled yet. As soon as he already got enlightened as Buddha, no more desire for him and for the other, because he already fulfilled all kinds of good deeds for all living beings. That's why he belongs to all living beings. He represents to all living beings. That's why many Deva Vyama are following him. Till now. Many human beings are also following him.
I would say even Buddha doesn't teach someone and everyone. He just renders the nature of how it should be, not specifically directed at anyone. Just renders the truth of pure being, not anyone.
So
Just pure nature. No someone doing it.
I see his point of view.
So we need a model, we need an idol to like Buddha. So that's why Buddha at the time in his last life he did whatever he did except he put the highest example for all kinds of beings. Not for him, not only for his time.
Not for someone also.
Yeah.
Because no someone can
Yeah,
stand. He's just doing by not doing. Doing without doing.
That's
Because
also
not him doing. Because only pure nature.
Yeah.
Only pure nature.
Like another way, he just discover the truth of everything.
He just discovered the real God also.
Real God. Real God is not a person. It's a real.
The real religious leader, like that.
Himself? Real religious leader?
Yeah.
Don't make more complicated. Stay already with your complicated teaching. It's okay, we know each other. It's okay what I'm
You
saying.
don't know each other though.
No, it's Sayadaw.
You don't know me, so don't tell me what to do. You can tell me what
To
to
you,
do.
I don't say it. I say to Sayadaw, don't make more complicated.
No, that is you. some of the religion can understand only by teaching like this. That's why.
Accepting their view and trying to explain from their view. Yes?
နောက်ကမင်းညဆရာတော်မင်းလို့ပေါ့လေတချို့နားလည်မှုတွေကြောင့်အဲ့လိုရှင်းပြတာကိုနားထောင်နေတော့မလုံလောက်ဘူးပူတိုင်းမှာလိုက်ချင်တယ်အပြေဝ
ဆရာတော်လည်းဟိုရှင်းပြပြီးနားလည်လာမဟုတ်ဘူးလက်တွေ့ချင်းချင်းမှနားလည်တာဆိုတော့သူတို့လည်းအကျင့်မဲနဲ့တော့သူတို့နားလည်အောင်လုပ်ပေးလို့တော့မလွယ်ဘူးပေါ့နော်ဟိုအသိဘွားတွေကချင်းကြရင်တော့ရမှာ
မှန်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ပြီးတော့ဒီလိုမျိုးခုနပြောတဲ့အစိုးထိကြည်ကြည်နက်နက်နားလည်ခြင်းနဲ့သူရှင်းတော့ရှင်းပြရမယ်သို့တော့အလုံးစုံကျင့်တတ်သွားတဲ့အချိန်တော့ရှင်းပြတော့လည်းမလုံလောက်ဘူးဆိုတော့လေနားလည်ပြီးတော့ရှင်းပြအောင်
ဟုတ်တယ်
some amount of understanding cannot get only by listening.
Completely exact.